Yo, good morning guys, what is up? Welcome back to the second of the ever behind the shot. It is cold, I have 3 layers on, and yeah, it's a bit of a moody vibe going on here. So there's a few things I want to do today, this morning at least, was it's I mean it's going to be raining all day, so I'm just making the most of it before it rains, and it's doing other stuff as it rains later. Be productive. I'm actually not going to be talking to you guys while I do this shot because I want to be quiet when I do this so no one actually sees me, because you know I don't want to be caught on a train track. It's going to be like secret. Right, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Okay, got the shot. Sweet. Wasn't actually that interesting, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it's nice with the fogginess. It just depends on how you take the picture. Not every picture is going to be the same because, like, obviously the views or the subjects, they're all going to be different. Some subjects or some views, they're all going to be better than others. In this case, it wasn't that interesting. It's not going to be that nice to look at. But what I'm trying to say, anyway. Settings for this was at a shutter speed of 1/4 of a second. That's like 0.25. Shutter aperture was at f9, just so like everything is more in focus. The higher the aperture means everything will be more in focus. The lower the aperture is weird because do you guys, if you guys know about photography guys, do you say the higher the aperture means the higher the f-stop, meaning like 22 as an aperture, and then the lowest, do you guys say a lower aperture as like f3.5, f2, etc.? What do you guys say? Comment below. Yeah, I'm interested because I say the lower the aperture means the lower the number, and then the higher the aperture, the higher the number. Interesting to see what you guys think, but that's my point of view. It works for me anyway. I might be the complete opposite for everyone else, but oh well, I don't care. Anyway, yeah, so my aperture was at f9, just so that everything is more in focus. Whereas if I had it, say, at f3.5, further away it would be out of focus, but closer it would be better focus. I'll give you a little tip. If you don't know this, the higher the aperture or the higher the f-stop, that's more for landscapes or everything is in focus. So if you're shooting like a mountain, I'm not even doing a tutorial on like how this works. I'm just doing it behind the shot. Sorry guys, gonna have to leave that for another video. No. Alright, yeah, anyway. And ISO was at 100 because I want the best quality of the shot as possible. I am also shooting RAW every single time. It does obviously make the image bigger, as in file size. I'm not sure exactly how big the size is, but yes, it is a lot bigger compared to JPEG. That is what I always shoot on RAW. I used to shoot in JPEG until I found out that RAW is a lot better because in editing process it is a lot better. And I also shot obviously manual focus. That's the best. Sometimes, depending on the occasion, on this occasion I shot manual. Anyway, that's what I'm going to say. The next part is for this I shot a few of the same images just to make sure. It's always best to take more than less, as with anything, because especially like if you're in a rush, you want to take more pictures so that just in case one picture is bad, you have others to rely on just in case. So say when you're editing, you go into post and edit a picture and you're like, oh no, I've taken only one picture and that's all I have and it is what do I do? I can't do anything. You can't use it. Hence you take more than just one picture. You might take 2, 3, or even 5, depending on, just so you know you have the picture. Just for another point of view, it's always best to do a bit of both. Just for future references, you can just go back to your files and in say like a few years later, I got this picture, and you can use that for another type. Anyway, let's jump into post and show you how I edit this picture. Whoa, okay, we're in my room, and well, yep, lighting setup. No need to worry about that. Let's just jump straight into
Alright guys,
editing process.
so we are now in the laptop. I've got myself the files here, and these are the selected images I am going to edit for you. So we're just going to jump into Lightroom and do some editing. Alright, so when you jump into Lightroom, you should, once you've imported it, you should be in the library section. You just want to click on the develop here so you can do your editing. Alright, so I have a landscape shot here and a vertical, just so you can see the differences. Sometimes if I'm like in a rush or something, I'll just shoot a landscape, and that way in post I can just crop it later on anyway. Whereas if I just shoot vertical all the time, you actually don't actually get that wide view that you want. Whereas, and then here if you just click R, which is a shortcut, and then you go X again, then you have like the Instagram version straight away. You can just choose. So that's a good shortcut to remember. R to bring up your crop, and then X if you're doing your I can't even talk right now, sorry guys, had a long day. Okay, so what was I saying? R to bring up your crop, and then X to bring the other way. I will edit this from start to show you guys. Alright, let's just find a preset. When I'm doing this, when I go to edit, I always look at like what sort of mood it would be, what it was on the shot, and then I try and get, because it's autumn right now, I want like dark moodiness, so hence you get this preset dark fall, which obviously brings the before after, the darkness and the, well, the reds. We can go back and check another one that I like. This one I like a bit, it's dark. And what we can do is go down to effects, right? Alright, so go down to effects. It can actually just bring that vignetting down a bit. Just to, you can just press up and down arrows on it, see how much you want. The thing is, when you edit in post, you just want to do subtle edits. Subtle movements to your photo, because if you do too much, it just looks over the top, I think. I've already put a preset on this. I've already put my preset on this, so I don't normally, if you get your adjustments right in your settings when you take the shot, you shouldn't have to do that much adjusting. It just depends on the obviously what you want your photo to look like after the shot. So sometimes it can actually take a bit longer, just depending on what you guys actually want to do from the picture. I want these colors to actually be more in the reds, so you can actually up here, I think what I'll do guys for you in a future video, not today, but actually like a full-on video how to edit in Lightroom, not today. I'll just do a quick little tip for you though. So if you click this here, you can then drag the different colors like this. So if you see on the right, you see the colors changing. You see the colors changing on the actual photo, and then if you look to the right, you see the numbers changing, which means obviously the colors are going to change. So I'm not going to do too much. It looks good about there. Okay, so that's good. I am going to bring my saturation down. Work on the oranges, bring that. That's looking about right. That's looking pretty good. Okay, if you go L, brings everything gets blacked out. So you're gonna go before, after, before, after, before, after. Now, in the background, you see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's clouds. I know this because when I shot it, the highlights. So you can't actually bring that out. What I can do is in post, you can grab gradual filter. You can just drag this out. This is what I love about editing. You can just do so much here. Just to see this, whatever's on that side, on the top, is being exposed at the moment with the highlights. So I want to bring that actually even more down, just to bring the mood, so to speak. That's looking pretty good. Right, so for this last picture, I'll just do a quick little edit from start to finish. Let's just speed it up and show you how I actually edit from scratch. It's just going to take like 5 seconds for you though. And go. This can now, well, yeah, be edited for Instagram. So basically what you're gonna do for the crop tool, you're just gonna press R again, and you're just gonna find this, the 4x5 for Instagram. Now, before I actually do this, I'm gonna press escape. You're gonna right click on the actual picture and you're gonna go create virtual copy. That way you have one copy for your normal. You can actually put this for your stories, so you have highest quality possible, and then your other copy you can do your cropping for your actual image for post. So that, and select where you want, how you want to crop it. I am going to do that, and then press enter, and then boom, you have yourselves 2 pictures, and then you just export it. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I liked it making it. Yeah, I said that right, I think. I think in the future I'll make some videos to do with actually like how I fully edit from start to finish a photo. I can show you how to edit in Lightroom and Photoshop. Not right this second, in the future obviously. Anyway, as I was saying, hope you guys enjoyed and stick around for the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff, and see you guys next time.